I'm just gonna leave it out here. What's up, y'all? I'm Tresvant.
I'm Bobby Brown.
I'm Johnny Gill.
I'm Ronnie DeVoe.
I'm Mike Bev.
And I'm Ricky Bell with New Edition.
Yes, y'all.
Welcome to Complex, guys.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
You know, just wanted to start things off by, taking things back about 42 years with this little artifact I got here, which is, I think it's the first New Edition magazine cover. I just wanted to show you guys.
Wow.
It's fitting.
Yeah. There is no rain
holiday
there.
season. Maybe show it to the camera for a second. There.
But you was looking real cute right there.
Looking cute down there,
I
right?
know. Real handsome.
Pointed towards the camera, Bob.
You can see that. Right on.
Look at the cutie down here.
So tell me what you remember about shooting this, about making this magazine cover.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
It's a blur.
Yes, me too.
Really a blur.
Yo, I remember, so we just talked about it. Menudo is up in the corner of that. Let me see, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, out of the gates, I remember the battles that we had here in New York City between New Edition and Menudo. Like, we would play at maybe the Beacon Theater or one of the theaters here, and they'd be over selling out, at Madison Square Garden.
What, 5 nights?
We always felt like, okay, that was something for us to reach for. Years later, we were able to get the golden ticket at Madison Square Garden for 100,000+ tickets sold in that venue. So that's what I remember
Menudo
about that.
burnt himself out.
And the crazy thing is, this is the original one too, because Robbie's in there.
Yeah.
This the original one.
It's funny you got to talk about them like that because you have to get rid of them after a certain age. Yeah. We was thinking about doing that with Ron once.
Y'all wasn't getting rid of me.
You ain't never lied, baby.
Hey, listen, I'm still looking like I'm 18, so it might have worked out.
None of us was going nowhere, man. You kidding me?
But what did Right On mean to you guys early in your career? I know they were big supporters. Cynthia Horner,
Cynthia Horner's the best. Yeah.
That meant it meant a lot to us because that was the magazine for our generation.
Yeah.
Our peers.
Yeah.
So it meant a lot to be on the cover of Right On magazine.
I'm really excited about the new tour. It seems like you guys have been going nonstop on the road for really the last 5 years since the pandemic happened, and in Vegas and all that. How did your experience of being locked down during the pandemic change the way you thought about your career and about the group, and just how did that change things for you?
Well, nobody knew what was going to happen after the pandemic. We were just one of the few. Well, I think we were the first to go on the road, and we had a hugely successful opening, a tour, and we had no idea, where it was going to lead to. And from that tour, it spun into the I think the Vegas thing, and then another tour, and we've just been going ever since. But I know one thing, that whole COVID thing taught us all a lesson. It was to be in the moment, be present, and to live, take advantage of these opportunities, because man, that was a scary time for everybody. Nobody knew what was going to happen and how this was going to end up.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I'm old enough that I grew up listening to Heartbreak and Don't Be Cruel on cassette, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Complex's audience is much younger than I am. They might have grown up listening to NSYNC or B2K or even listening to K-pop groups like BTS. How would you explain to these young people the impact and influence that New Edition has had on the music that they might have grown up on?
And I guess I would say that not to be braggadocious about it or anything, but there would be no NSYNC or B2K without New Edition. And for us, when we were growing up, if it were for the Jacksons, the Temptations, Blue Magic, and other artists like that, there may not have been a New Edition, because that's what inspired us to want to sing, to want to make music and get in the business from jump. So, I think now with how social media plays a big part, in music now and in entertainment, that we've been able to be introduced to that generation, because now I'm seeing, TikTok
videos of kids doing Can You Stand the Rain and trying to do the If It Isn't Love moves and all of that. I mean, Can You Stand the Rain was so popular on TikTok that we were able to move that song to the last song in the show. And no one ever does a ballad as the last song in the show, but we were able to do it because, you know, we had this new artist. It was like it was being re-released. So, you know, I would just say, so all of those groups that you love, you know, this is where they get it from.
Yeah, man, you little young whippersnappers, go do your homework.
Where y'all started from. Yeah. You know, the K-pop influence in particular is so crazy to see. You know, I read that the first real Korean pop star, this guy Hyun Jin Young, was actually known as the Korean Bobby Brown.
Oh, really?
Have you guys ever considered doing like a tour in Asia or like collaborating with Korean artists? Is that something you ever thought about?
We would love to, you know, venture off and do something like that. I think traveling around the world is something that New Edition has yet to do, but we definitely want to reach those fans out there. Not saying that we won't do it, but the sooner the better, I think, you know, for us. Sooner they can book it, we'll be there.
That's the one interesting thing I think about our career as New Edition. Like all of us individually have been, you know, all over the world, all over the country, but collectively as a group, that's probably one of the most interesting dynamics about the group that we very rarely have been able to, as a group, have gone overseas and have worked, you know, different countries, but we have individually.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So it's been about 40 years since the release of the New Edition Christmas album. Do you guys still play it around the crib around holiday season? Let's be honest.
I don't.
No.
I hear Christmas all over the world in the department stores a lot.
Yeah.
When you're going like in the elevator stuff, that's the one record off of that album. For some reason, I hear it along with the Jackson 5 and Boyz II Men, Let It Snow.
Yeah, it gets rotation in my crib. You know, for a while before I had children, my wife and I have 8-year-old twin boys now. You know, I had the bah humbug mentality, you know, like no Christmas decorations. Look, I'm not buying into the, you know, materialism factor. But with children, it kind of brings that spirit back. So it gets rotation in the crib for sure.
My happiest day of my life as a father was to look at my son and go, hey, Santa Claus, you know about Santa Claus?
Yeah, that's me. Right.
I was like,
You know, Skillsy, I'm not there yet.
oh, you know?
You didn't
I
let
gotta-
your kids know?
I gotta wake up
yeah,
early
you
and
still
still move my 2 hours.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's on the show?
Yeah,
Oh,
mine don't move around my house.
Listen, but there's a Santa Claus and there's Daddy though. Like, okay, these are Santa's gifts,
Yeah.
but these are Daddy's gifts. So
Yeah.
just understand.
Nine comes looking for the elves.
They
Yeah, we
shifted.
still in it, man.
Nice. Nice.
She won't see this. I won't let her watch it.
That's why I didn't say the whole full, like, you know,
Yeah.
she'd have to really put it together to go.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So New Edition recorded Give Love on Christmas Day. And then Johnny, you recorded it also in 89.
Yeah.
Aside from the Jacksons,
Yeah.
who made the definitive version?
Me? You ain't heard mine?
All right.
Stop playing.
Nice.
Don't be so modest.
Stop playing.
Is that a question?
I mean, when,
Johnny ain't nothing.
No, everybody has, well, you know, it's been recorded 1,000,001 times.
Yeah.
Everybody has different versions.
Yeah.
And it just depends on what you prefer. But I mean, shit, everybody has.
I like Johnny's version.
Yeah.
Amazing
I like Johnny's version.
Yeah, I like Johnny's version too.
He did a good
I
job.
think I'm gonna sing it with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
I'm
yeah.
gonna sing it tonight with him.
That's right.
you said, I think. Like, come on, we practiced this yesterday.
You trying to act like it's spontaneous on
Was I supposed to say that?
I'm trying to make it, you know, special.
I felt what you was doing with it, Ron. Threw you under the bus.
One more thing about the New Edition Christmas album I wanted to ask. I noticed, you know, Ricky and Ralph you guys wrote and produced a song on that album, and then also Mike and Ron wrote and produced another song on that album.
Yeah.
Were you guys like in the studio competing?
Oh yeah, that was a battle. That's funny that you thought that way. We sure
I
was.
think y'all won that. I'm gonna be
I'm surprised that they won hands down.
I think no.
We had the better intro.
We had the better intro.
Our intro was going somewhere. And then went to the song was like, it let us down.
The one
I
y'all
was killed
y'all
us,
got the song.
man. I was, me and Rick was hot about that.
That is that.
Yeah, but that's why we had to come with like leaving you again or
This is
something.
the
What do we call it? Super lady.
Right here, this is official breaking news. This is the first time that we've had this conversation since the competition started.
That's
right?
right.
Where, you know, they gave us the love. So Rizzo.
Thank you, Rick.
Absolutely.
Breaking news.
Absolutely.
Now,
we done tried
does that mean more publishing checks coming?
Yeah, I told you that meant we had to go write other joints because they was whooping us so bad on that one. We came back with a couple of new ones after that.
Leaving you again. Couple of
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, super lady and stuff like that.
Right.
Right.
It did it shifted.
Yeah,
Who
like
was the one that got sampled that I think somebody
I was
sampled?
leaving you.
leaving you. Yeah, Bow Wow and
Sierra.
Sierra. Yeah, right. We got paid on that one. We came up, didn't we, Slicky? Did y'all come up on the Christmas joint?
A little bit, not as much as that.
We got some notoriety. Everyone in the studio was like, "Yeah, you guys are great. Keep trying. You'll become a lead
That's
singer one day."
Crazy. The one y'all end up doing that y'all gonna probably do, I think later on, right? Is the one that didn't Khalil parlay that towards y'all?
No, he told us to do the one in the back.
I thought it was the Whispers one.
Yeah, that was Happy Holidays.
Happy
No,
holidays.
he encouraged us to write the
Oh, right,
Christmas
the other
song.
joint. Yeah, that
You
Christmas
don't gotta
joint.
get
But-
it and sing, but then he did the Happy Holiday.
Yeah.
But he did. That's what I was thinking because they
That's
did.
where we got it from, Khalil.
Sorry, y'all. We just reminiscing.
They did a fantastic job on that joint too. So yeah, it was fun, man. That was a great album. It gets no play in my house though.
Your fashion has always been so iconic. I wanted to ask, from that same era, like that late '80s era, like, did any of you guys have any experiences with Dapper Dan and like going to visit him in Harlem and this?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I frequent Dapper Dan a few times. Yeah.
Yep, I had a Valley sweatsuit
Valley sweatsuit.
and a Gucci sweatsuit.
Yeah.
I had the Gucci,
You had the red
the red Gucci, my favorite color.
And did you actually go to his
Shop, yes.
Shop?
Yes.
What was that like?
That was a lot of fun. It was different. Late at night, being in Harlem was, something special back then in those days.
Shout out to Dapper.
Yeah, big shouts out to
Dapper Dan.
And then Mike, there was some award show moment. I want to say it was the Soul Train Awards, maybe in '89, where all the guys were wearing suits, and then you were wearing like a leather outfit that looked like a Dapper Dan. It was like a green white outfit.
Green and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the story with that?
I was finding my way, trying stuff, trying to be Bob.
He's done well. I'm about to say he's trying to
I
pull
was
his
in the
bomb on.
zone then. I was in my zone.
He was
and,
opening up.
I think I had a hat with that too.
Yeah, you
I had
did.
the hat, yeah. I called it
The
that
big
butter,
pockets on the
big
side.
the cargo. I called that my butter soft leather. Yep, that was
was
me
not
trying
a
to find my way.
That was not a Dapper Dan.
No, that was a Curtis Gibson
Okay.
guy out of Cleveland who used to make our suits. Yeah, I had a vision and he chopped it up.
Very cool.
Thank you.
So also, the sneaker game has always been crazy for you guys. I saw some pictures of you guys in like '85 rocking like head to toe Jordans, like obviously right when the Jordan 1s came out. Did you guys have the hookup back then? Like how did you get on the Jordans that early?
Those was our basketball sneakers. Yeah. See, remember we had the Jordan, the Nike red and black short sleeve and the shorts before it came out. And then the sneakers went with it. Because part of our stuff was the Pony, the Jordan, the Adidas.
Yeah.
If you really look at our album cover sleeves, we always kept a sports twist, even in the music video. So yeah, that was a part of our flavor.
And I know you did also an LA Gear ad back then. Around the same time, MJ, Michael Jackson had an LA Gear campaign too. Like, what was that about? How'd that come about?
Mike, you should talk about that. That's where.
That's a good and bad conversation. We'll stay with the good.
It was a turning point.
It was a turning point, yeah.
Definitely.
But we got paid $75,000.
Which we never got.
Which we never got. We shot in Malibu.
Right.
You know, I'm holding the rock and all of the guys is around me. I felt special. And it was the poster for the sneaker. And it was really probably our first endorsement.
Yeah.
We just didn't get the money.
Right.
That's what Rick's saying. It was a turning point because we figured out who did get the money.
Right.
And then we used the LA Gear and kicked their asses out of here.
So it's safe to say thanks to LA Gear.
Yeah, thanks to LA Gear.
Yeah.
No, because
You're
we're now
lying.
getting our money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We are now getting our money.
That's great. So, you know, New Edition obviously known for having really passionate fans. I don't know if the younger people know just how intense your teenage fans were back in the day. I've heard of a few incidents in the 80s where things got like pretty out of control. They had to shut down malls, like riots almost broke out. Like how crazy did things get? Or are there any like particular incidents that stick in your mind as like, you know, really impactful?
We were just talking about one a few minutes ago, the March of Dimes, where they had to close. They had to make us get on a ship. What was it?
Yeah, it was a boat to go.
Boat
Yeah.
to go across. So the
Instead of
fans-
on the land,
instead of on the land,
like they had been doing, because kids were getting trampled and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So they said, well, if we put them on a boat and just kind of go by everybody waving, it would be better. And that didn't work out. There's people falling in the water, getting pushed into the whatever that river or ocean is over there.
It was
Down there by
Battery
the
Park.
Battery
Battery
Park,
Park.
down there by the Statue of Liberty. The first year
That's
we
right.
came in a limo, and we're riding down one of the major, you know, boulevards, right? The whole people just waving on the side, and then a couple of the young girls saw that, oh, it's New Edition. And before you know it, it was just pandemonium.
Yeah.
One of the other things that comes to mind is the mall incident, where we come in the back side of this mall, right? We come down. Typically, there's hallways, and then there's a long hallway in the middle, right? So we're coming down the first hallway, getting to the long hallway to the middle, and we start hearing this commotion, like just this, you know, loud kind of, you know, silent roar to a certain extent. We come around the corner, start walking towards where we're supposed to sign autographs at one of these, you know, record stores. One of the young girls notices New Edition. It's coming out of one of the little clothing stores or something like that. All of a sudden, everyone from in front of the store had to be, you know, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 young boys and girls out there. I think this was in North Carolina.
North Carolina,
Yeah. After that, they stopped us from doing in stores. Yeah, it was crazy. I remember one moment where we were doing an in store, and there was a police car parked sideways in front of the door, and the push from the crowd,
Pushed it through the window.
yeah, pushed the police car through the window.
That was Johnny City.
Yeah,
That was in Maryland, Skills.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The record store in Maryland.
Johnny was there. He was there.
He was there?
He was one of the fans pushing the car.
I was the only one standing up in the corner going,
Right.
Johnny had his briefcase and everything, taking notes like, yo, I'm gonna be in this group one day.
Yeah, that was, what's this song called? Oxen, Maryland?
Oxen Hill.
That's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know if you guys saw that Verzuz came back recently.
Yeah.
Cash Money versus No Limit. Bob, I know you did a Verzuz with Keith Sweat that was amazing, but you know, New Edition's obviously one of the names people always talk about as wanting to see on Verzuz. Like, who could possibly go against New Edition on Verzuz? Is that something you guys would do?
It'll be interesting as supposed to battle ourselves.
Yeah.
Think about it.
That's
New Edition against New
New
Edition.
Edition versus us individually.
The solo against
Just
the
Oh, the solo projects
Yeah.
against New Edition.
New Edition.
Yeah.
It would be interesting.
Who would
That's-
win that?
New Edition.
Oh, yeah.
The solo projects. The solo projects of New Edition, I don't know if my guys are being honest right now.
Yeah.
Nigga, we been very.
gracious.
Did I say that out loud?
Being very gracious.
Sure did.
Hey. Yes. Sir. Are you kidding me?
Right.
I don't know, huh? You
That's,
gotta
I mean, that's an
nigga.
interesting
It was a lot of
conversation.
catalog.
Yeah, I got that. It's a lot of music, man. It's a hard
Two
battle.
different energies, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Edition didn't make as many speed up tempos that are classic like the solo stuff. So it's kind of awkward, but I just think in terms of crowd appreciation, they would love to hear the solo. But I still think the New Edition fan is just loves New Edition.
I do.
You know, it's just something different about the whole.
That's true.
So are we ever gonna get a New Edition album?
We're
That would
working
be
on
nice.
Do they even make albums anymore?
Right.
The industry has
people still
changed
do?
so
Right.
much. It's like, oh my God, it's
Like,
just,
yeah.
it's just
So put out some more music, though.
it. Definitely
Yeah,
put out
definitely
more
put out
music.
We think we got something up our sleeve, right, Rick?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just the way that music is released and put out now is so different. And when we, talking about albums, the fans and even us as artists, look forward to putting together whole albums. But now it's just like, about singles and getting streams. So, we're just learning, and buying into that new process of how songs are released. But we're working on something right now as we speak.
What's this gonna sound like? What's the sound you're going?
Live.
It's new edition.
Live.
It's new edition. Yeah.
It's live.
Ron said it's Hot 100.
Right.
Number one,
Right.
fully official. It's the first Grammy in the history of New Edition as, a total entity.
Speak it into existence.
Yes,
right?
come on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, we gotta keep moving because you guys got a hard schedule here. But last question: what is the New Edition group text like?
The group text?
Yeah, y'all gotta go. Y'all
I don't know. I haven't been in one in a while.
Well, we have our music for, the Christmas performances, that was put in the text few days ago, just so we can all make sure we're wrapping things like that around. We had text about what the staging is gonna look like.
I didn't see that.
For the next tour coming up with Boyz II Men and Toni Braxton, of course. Every now and then, me, Ricky, or Johnny will slide something funny in the group text.
Right.
Somebody singing, or somebody's birthday, which mine's just passed. I was the last one. Fellas dropped a little note in the group text saying happy birthday. It's a celebration. Yeah. So those kinds of things, of course.
All right, guys. I really appreciate your time.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.
too.
We appreciate yours.
Thanks for all the years of love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
Thanks again.